Hi, I'm Ron Blondheim with Benson Systems Air Conditioning. And today I'm going to show you a couple of things you can do to your air conditioning system in between major services to make sure it's working at its peak performance. This is your typical split system condensing unit. And it's a pretty nice installation. It's level, it's on a concrete pad, it's got plenty of space around it for airflow. You want to have a minimum of 12 inches all the way around it. You want to have no overhang above it, so you have proper airflow in and out of the condenser. This is where all your heat transfer takes place. It's very important that you keep it clean and free of debris. This is a perfect example of what not to have. Having these leaves and the grass and the weeds growing up into the condensing unit will take the efficiency out the window. This unit will not run its full life in this current condition. It's in dire need of some service, along with the other two. We've got to have good airflow through this condensing unit. With this stuff in the way, and obviously, I mean, it's self-explanatory. It needs to be cleaned and serviced. One of the things you can do to make sure this condensing unit stays clean and you have your proper heat transfer is turn the unit off and just take a garden hose and simply rinse it out. The fins in here collect the dust, and you want to get that dust off of the coil. When you have your service company come out and service the unit twice a year, we'll actually take the panels off and clean it with a chemical and make the coils bright and shiny. That way we ensure that you have the proper heat transfer in this condensing unit. But it's very simple, just to spray it down with a garden hose, keep the dirt off of the coil. So what you want to do is start in one spot and go completely around the whole unit. You can't overspray this thing. You never want to spray it with a pressure washer, because the fins will get bent over and then you'll have the loss of the airflow across that coil. So just a low pressure garden hose is fine. And this unit has been serviced recently, and I'm seeing a lot of dirt come off of it. So it's very important to do this anytime you want. Go all the way around. Just keep the dust off the coil. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt coming out of this coil. You want to make sure you just take your time, get all the dirt out you can, and your unit will run a lot better. It'll pull a lot less amps, and your electric bill will go down because of it. A lot of people say, why service my air conditioner? Why do I have to do it so often? Well, air conditioners last typically 5-6 years. If you service them twice a year, you're going to double the life of your unit. So you're going to get 10 to 12 years out of your air conditioning system. It's very important, and it's a very inexpensive way to ensure the long life of your unit. So next we'll go in the house, and we'll talk a little bit about the air handler, the evaporator coil inside of that, and the importance of keeping that clean. Hi, this is your typical split system air handler. Within this cabinet is your evaporator. This is where all of your cooling takes place, and if you have a heat pump, this is where your heat takes place in the winter. It's very important that this evaporator gets cleaned minimum once a year. We recommend twice a year during your fall and spring service. One of the things that you do to this thing monthly, especially here in Arizona, living in a desert, it gets extremely dusty, is change your filter. On this particular air handler, the filter is in the bottom. You want to do this every month, come rain or shine. Pull this thing out, throw it away, and this is obviously in need of replacement. When this filter gets dirty, this air handler has to pull the air through it. It works a lot harder. And along with that, your motor draws more amps, your electric bill goes up. It's important to change this filter as much as possible. Here's the new filter I'm about to put in. Every filter has an arrow on it showing the airflow. This air actually comes up from the bottom. The return is below. It comes up and then out the top. So again, Make sure that the arrow is going in the direction of the air. This unit has a bottom return and a top supply. So the arrow goes with the airflow, just like that. Very quick and easy service. You save yourself a lot of money by replacing your filter once a month. Again, this is Ron Blondheim with Benson Systems Air Conditioning. Thank you for your time. If we can be of any service, please call us at 480-892-8688.